Hey guys, it's Alexis here, and welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to finally be starting this. I've been waiting to do this for a very long time, so I'm just glad that I'm finally starting. So on this channel, I will be sharing with you all my passions for dance, makeup, life, love, tour, just everything. So for today's first video, I will be showing you my everyday makeup routine. Yes, I'm super excited for this, and I really hope that you guys find it helpful with any tips and tricks. So without any further ado, let's get started. So first, we are going to start off with this Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer for my primer. It looks like this. You can see how much I've used it. It's nearly gone, but I really like this primer a lot. And then I'm just going to put that all over. And I like to really hit the T-zone areas right here. All right, so after I do that, I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1 foundation right here. And this is in the shade Natural, which is 02. Yeah, it's a mess right now. So since this is like an everyday, more natural, I don't use a lot of foundation. I want very minimal coverage. So I'm only about to just yay much. I'm going to take my beauty blender, and this is a damp beauty sponge. So it's really important to have a damp one because I feel like it sinks the product more on your face. So I'm just going to take little dabs and then just lightly cover my face. All right, so once I get that on, I am going to go in with my holy grail. I love this product so much. So it's Bye Bye Under Eye from It Cosmetics right here. And this is a full coverage, anti-aging, waterproof concealer. I use this for just about everything. So I'm just going to take a really small amount right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it with my finger, and I like to apply it with my finger because I feel like it just seeps in more. And I'm going to put this where my dark circles are and where I have some redness or acne spots that I want to cover up, okay? So yeah, so I'm just going to take a light dab right around here, and I just keep dabbing. I find dabbing works better than rubbing because I feel like it just sinks the product more in. And then I'll also do it on my eyelid as well to just kind of make it look like I'm awake. And cover those veiny spots. So I don't know if you can already see, but it already looks like night and day difference, at least from where I'm seeing. I just feel like it just gives you that refreshing I'm awake thing going on. Now shoot it to the other eye. And then I just do it to my acne spots that I want to cover. Alrighty, so then after I do that, I am now going to go in with concealer. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm just going to do it very lightly. Then I'll take Beauty Blender and pat it in. Now make sure when you use a beauty blender that you press it in. You don't want to rub it around or else it just kind of smears the product. You want to make sure you really press it in. All right, so after this, I'm going to go in with my other holy grail product. So this is the Cover FX, ooh, it's bright. Cover FX powder, and this is the translucent light shade. I just love this powder for absolutely everything. Baking, and then I also just use it just as my everything powder. So I just dump it in the container because I just feel like that's easier to press on. And then I'm going to, put my beauty blender somewhere. Okay. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and pat it in just so it gets some product on it. And then I'm just going to put it all over my face. And I feel like this just gives it a little bit more of a matte look because I don't want to look too shiny. Of course, I'll have some shine, but I just don't want it too much. All right, so After I do the powder, I am now going to go on to my eyebrows. I feel like eyebrows are such a crucial step for me because I feel like I have such light eyebrows that I just want them, you know, I have very thin hair, thin eyebrows, so I like to fill them in a little bit. I'm going to go in with this Anastasia brush, and I love this so much. It's just so thin, angled, and then on the other side it has an eyebrow brush. Got some of my hair on it. Anyway, so then I'm going to go in with the Anastasia soft powder duo. So it just looks like this. And this is in the shade soft brown. So I'm just gonna brush up my eyebrows. Now I'm going to go in with this lighter shade. When I apply my eyebrows, I start under, work my way bottom, and then I start filling it in from the top. And my focus is to mostly just get the product on. And then I'm going to go in and shape it more later. All right, so after I just kind of plopped them on, I'm going to go into the darker shade. And then I'm going to use this darker shade just from my, from here, from the arch down, to give a little bit of an ombre effect. Alrighty, so after I put on the product on my eyes, I'm going to take this angled brush, and this is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. And I've had this brush for like a long time. This brush has lasted me so long, and I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to use this MAC paint pot. You can use concealer, but lately I tried using the paint pot, and I feel like it works so well because later on I'm going to put this paint pot on my eyes before I do my eyeshadow, and I just feel like it really cleans up everything. And I really love this, but if not, totally use concealer. So I'm just gonna take here, and I'm just gonna take the brush, and I'm just going to put a light amount just on the tips. And then I'm going to start to shape my eyebrows. And later on, I'm going to do a video on like more of eyebrows and the different type of eyebrows you can use with like different products, and then like my shaping process, and yeah, that'll be a whole nother video. But for now, we're just gonna focus on the everyday makeup look. And I'm just gonna take my finger and lightly blend that in. One eyebrow done. Now we're gonna try to match it. Eyebrows are so hard. Trying to match them, and they're completely like different shapes. At least for this, my right eyebrow always struggles. It's like a thing, I don't know. Can anyone relate to that? Because I feel like my right eyebrow is always the struggle bus. And I like to go very lightly, I'm gonna go a little closer, very lightly on like the very ends of it, because I want it to have a more natural look. I don't want it to be too harsh of a line. All right, so now that my eyebrows are done, I'm going to use my other Holy Grail product, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And this just works miracles, and this just makes my brows stay in place, and it helps me achieve a little feathery look. And I can't live without this. So good. Alrighty, so now that I did my eyebrows, I am now going to go on with eyeshadow. And it's not gonna be too crazy today because I don't want too much of a look, but I'm going to go back in with that matte paint pot. It's in the shade Soft Ochre. It's like that shade. And I'm just gonna use my finger, very small amount, and then I'm just gonna put this on my eye. And if I'm not in the mood for shadow, I'll honestly just put this on and with some mascara and call it good. I just feel like this just makes your eye just seem. So next, eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with this brush right here. So it's just a fluffy, kind of angular brush. I really like this for lighter shades, and I'm actually going to go with the palette that I've been using for a mirror. This is the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I love this palette so much, especially for everyday looks. I use the James Charles and Jaclyn Hill palette a lot, but for everyday looks, I don't know why, but I just love the colors in this palette. See, I've already gone through 2 of them, so I'm gonna be going in with this light shade right here, and this is Charmer. And again, brush it and then tap off the excess. And then I just put this shade all over my lid. All right, so next I'm going to be using this fluffy brush, and this is by Unique. I'm going to go in with Smarty Pants right here, and this is the lighter brown shade. I'm just gonna start on my inner corner and then work my way with windshield wiper motions into my eye. And then later, when I hardly have any product on my brush, I start to bring it higher to my brow bone and lower, just to give a really blended effect. Okay, so after that, I'm going to be using the shade Jet Setter right here. So this is the darker brown. And I just go very lightly. Now I'll just use the same brush because why not? All right, so after I have that, I am going to now go in with a little shimmer on my lid. So I'm going to be using the Glow Kit Sun Dripped by Anastasia. And it just looks like this. It has these shades. I love this palette. It's so, it speaks to you. I love it. So bronzy, so beautiful. It's amazing. I'm going to be kind of mixing this shade, and this shade. Yep. And then I'm just going to use that product, and then I'm just going to press it onto my lid. And I start in the center and then work my way out. Then after that, I'm going to be taking this brush. This is the Morphe M421. And it's just here, it's a flat brush. And then I'm going to be using the exact same shades. And then I'm just going to bring it a little bit more down. So this is when I want to use a brush, just to make sure it's very precise. I want to make sure the majority of the product is on my lid. Then after that, I'm going to go in with this MAC 223 brush. This is also one of my favorite brushes ever. And then I'm going to go in with the lightest shade. This is the Summer. And I'm going to go and highlight my brow bone. And I like to start right here and then work my way around. I'm also going to take that same shade and just put it more on the center of my lid, because I just really want that center lid to really pop. Alrighty, I'm going to go back in with the Unique Fluffy brush and then just blend everything out to make sure there are no harsh lines. Yeah. Next, I'm going to go back in with my Cover FX powder, and then I'm going to grab my beauty sponge, dab it in, and use this for my under eye powder. And I really want to make sure to really press it and clean up the lines and get as close to my nose as possible. All right, so while I let that sit for a while, I'm now going to go into my mascara. And I'm going to be using the French. Okay, and this is from Lancome. So this is a travel size one. So I just got a little one just to kind of fit in my purse for whatever. I usually use the Voluminous Lash Paradise. And this is from L'Oreal. So this is the one I usually go with, but I am out and I need more. So I also do like this one. I think I just got this at Ulta. I'm gonna try to go as close to my waterline as possible. And then I'm just going to lightly stroke it up. And I like to like put my mirror down so I look down, because if I bring it too close to my face, I tend to get mascara all over my lid. So I like to bring it down and then I make weird faces. And then I feather through down on the tops. And just brush it out till I get the shape that I want. And then I'm going to go in with another layer. Now that I finished the mascara, I am going to go into the bronze contour vibe. I'm going to be using this Hoola bronzer, another staple product that I love. I'm just gonna use the brush that they provide in the palette. I'm going to start from my ear. So I want a line from the top of my ear to right here, to the corner of my lips. And so I like to draw an invisible line, and then I want to stop about halfway. So right here is where I want to have the contour. So I'm going to start here and then lightly brush my way through here, just doing lines here. And then I'm going to go in circular motions to go a little bit towards my cheekbone and go a little bit higher, right there, just a little bit. And then I'm going to go a little bit on my forehead and my jawline. So I kind of make a 3 or an E, whatever way you think. After I do that, I am going to now go in with some blush, and I am going to be using this Tarte brush. It's my mermaid brush. I love my mermaid brushes. They are so good. So I use the slightly angled, and then I use my favorite blush of all time. This is Melba by MAC. It's so good. And it's just a nice everyday shade, and then you can layer it to make it more pop if you want a little bit more of a glam look. But I love this. I just feel like it's just the perfect shade. I'm going to do a little smile, and then I like to just do lightly on my cheeks. Circle, and then I'll brush my way up. Circle, and then brush my way up. I'm going to now do a little contour on my nose. So I'm just going to take the Hoola bronzer, same brush, and then I pinch it to make it a little thinner. And then I'm going to lightly brush it over my nose. Then go in with my blush brush and then do a little bit of this. I don't want to put more product, I just kind of want to use the excess product that I used already on my cheeks. After that, I'm going to take this flat brush, another mermaid brush collection. I love it! And I'm going to wipe off the powder from under my eye. After I do this, I am now going to go with another one of my mermaid brushes. So this is a little thicker angled brush, and I'm going to go in with Smarty Pants, very lightly, and then I'm going to go slightly under my eye. And I want it to go as close to the lash line as possible. And then work my way out a little bit. And then I'm going to use the Jet Setter, a little bit darker shade brown, and go just on the outside. Okay, so now that I did my eyeshadow under eyes, I am going to go in with this fan brush from IT Cosmetics. I just think it's the perfect shape, it's the perfect thickness for highlight, and I love it. I like to mix Summer and Moonstone together. So I'm just gonna go lightly here, tap it off. I'm going to kind of find where I feel like the light hits my cheek better, and then I'm just going to go light strokes on it. And then a little bit on my nose. And my Cupid's bow. A little bit, brush, brush. So after I do that, I'm going to go back in with my MAC 223 brush. And I'm going to take the same shades, the Summer and Moonstone, and I'm going to apply this to the inner corner. And I feel like when you apply highlighter in your inner corner, it just makes everything pop. I just feel so much better when I do this. It's like the littlest thing. It's like little things in life. Just a little pop. We're gonna go back in with mascara and do bottom lashes. So I don't want these to be as layered as my top ones. I like to do about like just one coat. I like them to be pretty thin. Then I'll go into 2 if I really feel it. And again, just close to the lash line as possible. Then this one I want to kind of look a little more up like this to make sure it doesn't get too much product on underneath. Last thing, lips. Do-do-do. So I have this Laneige sleeping lip mask. I got this from Amazon and it's in grapefruit and I love this. Even though it's like a sleeping mask, I just love it for every day. So I'm just gonna get a little Q-tip and get some product on it and then just rub it on my lips. And what I like about it is that it gives a little gloss without having to be sticky. Got my Q-tip here. It just adds a nice little shine. And then after that, what I want to do, so now so that I can have that sink in throughout the day, I'm going to use the shade Kinda Sexy from MAC. And it's just a really natural little peach. It's not too much, but it just has a little pop of color. And then I'm going to be using this Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray to set this all in. I love this one and I love the MAC Fix Plus one. Those are my two go-tos. I haven't used anything else. These are just my favorite. And then I'm just gonna do it in an X, an X, and a T. I do know my letters, it's fine. And then I'm just gonna keep it close and just kind of fan it off a little bit. And then this is the finished look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this and if you want me to continue making more videos, please like and subscribe because it really supports my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Hope you have an amazing day.